Lucky View Podcast, episode 168.
67.
167. 167. You want to confirm? 167. I go by the name of Era. We got Carbs. We got Mahdi, aka Mahdi the Body. Papijohnson is not here today. Mom's birthday. Skateboard Sky is not here. She's at the crib. We have a special guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Naeem Boucher.
Nice to meet you, Naeem. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
How's your weekend? How's your day? How's everything?
Day's going well. Just on the grind. Just on the grind. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Naeem Boucher. I'm from Papijohnson, New Jersey. I'm a realtor. I'm an investor. Just entrepreneur. Always on the grind. Always on the
Love
grind.
it. How was your weekend?
How was my weekend? This weekend was eventful. Yesterday, one of my properties, I'm actually renovating like 3 properties right now. I was actually also giving back time to troubled youth in Patterson. Just being able to show them that, I come from the same place that they come from and there's another way out. So I was happy I was able to do that. Had like 3 listening appointments. So I'm just always on the go. So excuse me, I don't have a haircut right now. I didn't have time. But,
No, that's what's up.
We got to make it happen.
That's what's up. Mahdi, how was your weekend? How was your week?
It was good. I was looking at the market, actually.
What I think about the market?
Yeah. Interest rates are going up. And
Wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. If you want to put your mic a little bit, because your mouth is right here. The vocal.
I need Dave to come in.
Yo, Dave, you got it? Carbs. While Dave's doing, shout out to Dave, 263 Studios in Totowa by Hobby Lobby by Applebee's. Shout out to Dave, 263 Studios. Hit him up. Super Dave Engineer, right? On IG? Hit him up. Carbs, how was your weekend?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. With that cold, it was not eventful. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay home, hibernate.
They hit like a low 2 degrees or so,
Bro, it hit
right?
below 0. I was out on Friday night. It
was crazy, bro. I was not going out for shit.
My sister's
Dave.
out in New York. It's cold in there.
I think I'm good, right?
He's good, right? If you want, I think he got a live in the action, man.
If I didn't have this podcast, I'd be in Florida.
Oh, right?
Oh, nice.
It was that cold. I almost just left.
Nah, I need the code. I can't deal with one
For motivation?
with one weather. I can't deal with one weather. That's why I would never go to the West Coast or Florida. I'm staying in the East Coast.
For what
I have
reason?
to because I need 4 seasons.
Mm.
I need a summer
Well, at least a little bit of
because I love winter clothes and I love summer clothes.
Yeah.
I can't just do one or the other. Well, how was your week?
But yeah, I mean, other than that, just gym. Did some editing of a shoot I did with my boy Billy Russo. Shout out to him. He just opened up his own studio in Morristown. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just work and working out because I didn't want to go out. It's too cold. It's too cold for that.
Friday night was insane. Yo, after midnight it was like probably like below 0. It was like negatives, yo.
Yeah.
Bad.
Was it a good night though?
Bro, it was a crazy night. Yeah, I got live. This shit was nuts. I'll do it next week. Yeah, I'll do it next week because I need Neek with us, yeah, because this shit was nuts. But I'll be like 3 fights in there. Yeah. I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't with this shit.
That's a good thing. I think it definitely didn't go there.
Drewski almost got in a fight. I'm like, yo, Lord Jesus. I was like, yeah, he almost got someone kicked out of the club.
Oh my God.
Because he's cool with the bouncers and the owners. So he was like, yo, we got to get this guy out of here, yo.
Oh shit.
But now, where do you guys want to start? How do you want to start this? Do you want to go with the interest rates and everything? Because the Fed meeting was on Wednesday, so obviously we heard on this past Wednesday was the Fed meeting.
Yeah.
He did raise the interest rates. How did you feel about that? You want to talk closer to the mic?
Yeah, about the Fed raising interest rates. I mean, people got to buy a house. With the rates going up. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not buy a house and just rent forever? Renting is 100%. So the rates don't really matter. You can always buy the house and the rates drop, refinance. You know what I mean? So there's low inventory, so that means absolutely nothing for me.
Do you believe the phrase that everyone says, "Oh, it's the worst time to get into real estate right now"?
No,
I agree.
The best time was 20 years ago. The next best time is now.
I agree. I hate the phrase of, yo, is this the worst time? Wait till the summertime? No, bro. It's like, do you believe that it's good to buy properties in New Jersey?
Yeah. I will always recommend wherever you live, like what area you know, that's where you start.
Where'd you start? You started in Patterson?
I started in Patterson. You were just about to say what you want me to kind of get into the story?
Yeah. From your start, actually.
From the start?
Yeah.
So going back to Patterson, if you go, those you guys, I know you guys you're from Patterson. You guys from Patterson?
I'm always there, yo.
You're always there, Morristown? So, my mom was a single mom raising 5 kids. My dad was in jail when I was like kind of growing up. Eventually he got out. We have a relationship. My mom, she struggled. So there was adversity. Soccer actually kind of kept me off the streets. So because of soccer, but when I would come back to Patterson, my friends would always make fun of me. So I hated soccer growing up, but I stuck with it. And because of soccer, I went to my high school for soccer in Newark, St. Benedict's Prep. On the weekends, I would go back to Patterson. I went to college for soccer, and then my first full-time job, I was soccer coach. But, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't know about money. I remember times where there was no heat in the house. I remember always wanting more. I was like, they just got I would see some of my friends who had a 2-parent household, they get the sneakers that they want. My high school roommate was Tristan Thompson, so he would come I know he was going. So I've seen success. I've seen the best side of things, and I knew where I was. I was like, all right, there's another point, So I hit rock bottom after college. I was living paycheck to paycheck, but then I stumbled upon Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Jim Rohn, Personal Development.
That's a great book.
I read that book, and that book completely changed my life. Completely changed my life. Then I went to go live in an attic with mice and roaches. I was saving all my pennies. I was substitute teaching. I was coaching soccer. I was working at a sneaker store. And just to buy my first house, I got my real estate license.
Yeah.
And then the first house that I bought for myself.
Which year was that when you got your real estate license?
I got my real estate license, I want to say it was 2014.
2014.
2014. I graduated college in 2013. So the first house that I bought was the first house that I sold. And then I bought another house the very next year. And the first house made me $1,000 a month. The second house made me $1,500 a month. So now I'm making $30,000 passively, right? So while coaching soccer, I want to continue buying houses. My lender said, Naeem, you're not going to qualify. You don't make any money, right? Because at a certain point, the bank's going to stop loaning you money.
Yeah.
So he was like, you're a realtor. Why don't you learn how to become a better realtor? Because I was a realtor for 3 years. And I probably only sold 2 houses a year, right? So I said, all right, I'm going to figure this out. And at the same time, I was debating on becoming a cop. And he was like, nah, don't become a cop. So I shredded the packet to become a cop. I quit my soccer job. And now I'm completely fearful, but I got, my passive income that I don't really want to rely on because I want to continue investing that money. So in my head, I'm broke. And that fear pushed me and motivated me just to become, a top realtor. That year, 2019, I sold $10 million worth of real estate. The year after that, I sold $15 million worth of real estate. And then in 2021, I grew a team of like 40 agents. We sold about $45 million worth of real estate. And then just this past year that passed, sold $75 million worth of real estate. So, like 162 homes. And yeah, so we're absolutely crushing it, and
Nice, that's awesome.
And I'm just a kid from Paterson, New Jersey. I kind of summarize it and definitely skipped over a few things, but, definitely, hey.
Yeah, that was done with the team of how many? 30?
He said 48, I think.
Yeah, so now I have about 40 agents on my team.
Yeah.
I have like a top 10 to 15, and they're all new agents. They're all new agents that never did any business, So now it's awesome because I changed my life. Now I have a team of agents that I'm helping them cut the learning curve, providing opportunities, providing leads, and now I'm helping them make money. Just one of my agents the other day, she made $15,000 in one day.
Oh,
I helped her do that.
that's awesome.
My sister quit her job and, she's selling real estate. I got a 21-year-old that joined me when he was 18, bought his first house, literally maybe about a year ago. He's 21. I bought my first house at 20. How old was I? I bought my first house at, I think, 23. And he's gonna be a millionaire by the time he's 25, and I'm helping him. So I'm helping so many people that are joining me, change their life. So that's what it's about. That's what we're doing right now.
Want to ask him about the soccer, where he went?
Oh yeah, you did say that you were doing soccer, but we can talk about that later. Added how many brothers you said you had 5 altogether?
So I have 4 brothers, 4 sisters. But my mom, big family. But my mom, she was with my dad. Had my older sister than me. They split. Then she got married. to my stepdad and had 3 kids. You know, that's a whole nother story in itself. He was like very abusive. He used to kick my ass. He used to like abuse my mom. So like growing up, I saw that crazy shit.
Did you ever do something
about that?
Yeah.
I was young. I was like,
no, but when you got older.
When I got older, I got into wrestling. And the only reason why I got into wrestling in high school was because I wanted to know how to defend myself. Yeah. And I was always like kind of like upset because at that high school they didn't really give me love in soccer. So I actually left as an All-American, number 5 in the country, number 2 in the state, over 100 wins, and the captain. So I mean, stepdad, if you're watching this, hey, you
don't have no interaction with him right now.
We don't talk.
If you see him, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, if I'm not gonna really pay him any mind, like I'm.
But you good right now.
Yeah,
like,
you know, so there's nothing really to say. But I mean, that was definitely, you know, whatever. But I thank him also because of him. I got into soccer because he was Jamaican.
Awesome.
You know, so hindsight 2020. So I mean, if I didn't get into soccer, I'd be dead or in jail or living in the basement somewhere.
Yeah, because the only reason I asked was because you said that your dad wasn't around when you were growing up. So I wanted to know if like it pushed you to be like, all right, I have to take care of everybody else since you were the second oldest. Yeah.
I mean, I was the man of the house, you know, so I play soccer. My plan was to become a professional soccer player.
For moms.
For moms. She used to take me to church and like the whole thing was not even going to be a pro soccer player. And when I went to my school for soccer, which was the number 1 school in the country, I played freshman year. And then sophomore year, I made JV.
Okay.
Junior year, JV. And then senior year, I went to preseason for varsity, and then they cut me. Ooh. I went to the dorms. I cried my eyes out, you know, because in my head I'm like, damn, like everyone's counting on me. How am I gonna become a pro soccer player? And like I'm not even getting a chance here. But granted, the freshman team, the JV team there will destroy varsity teams. That's how good the caliber of that school is. Like a lot of people went pro there, but in my head I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know, like this is my only way out. So I definitely always felt that pressure that I gotta be something. I gotta, you know, make it to help my family.
Yeah, I'm happy that everything turned out because you're killing it, bro. It sounds like a very inspirational story.
No, I appreciate
you sharing that with us.
I'll start some controversy.
No, I was gonna say, what nationality are you?
Guyanese and African American.
My boy is Ghana. Guyanese, my bad.
Ghana's in Africa. Guyana's
Guyanese is 2 different things.
Yeah, Guyana's in South America, right on top of Brazil. And then Ghana is in Africa. So, so
you say Guyanese?
Guyanese.
There you go, my bad.
It happens.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna start some controversy.
So here we go.
So in soccer, when you were playing soccer, who was your idol at that time?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Is he currently still your idol?
Yes.
Do you believe him to be the very best?
Oh, here we go, yeah.
Yeah.
How you feel about this World Cup, yeah? How'd you feel about this World Cup, yeah?
The World Cup, whoever won, I really didn't matter. It was like that was probably the best World Cup final ever in history. You know, the fact that Messi got to win it, you know, makes a great story. I would probably like to see Mbappe because you know he's absolutely crushing it with France.
Coming up. He's gonna be the goal in the future.
He's definitely gonna be the goal. Like you know, Ronaldo with Portugal. I mean, they had a good tournament, but didn't go their way. I would like to see any of them win it. You know, I would love to see Ronaldo win it, but whatever. I didn't care. I don't even watch soccer. To be honest, I don't even watch it. Like I never really.
I was gonna ask if you had a favorite team or anything like that.
Favorite team, if I had to pick one, was Real Madrid. Real Madrid. You know, I like to say that I respect caliber. You know, a high caliber, a high class, a history of winning. You know, I like to see people who win, winners, because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of how they've been able to have that standard. You know, like Real Madrid, you go back in time, they were just known for being a very good program. You know, so I respect that. You know, I respect that.
Okay.
Did you? Oh, that was your controversial thing.
Yeah. I wanted to bring that up.
What position did you play?
Messi fans out here.
Okay. Lefty, righty?
Righty.
Okay.
Right. So it's my job to score the goal.
I like
my
it.
job to score the goal.
Hey, do you still play now or no?
Actually, I may go play later today. You know, nice. I don't play a lot. Because I used to play in like the men's league, but they take it way too serious. I think I almost got injured. I'm gonna
okay.
You know.
Where you playing?
Pick up.
NJ play pick up like men's league.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
But I play for fun.
Yeah, whenever we be playing on Sunday mornings. We'll get your info if you ever want to pull up.
Yeah, I'll pull up.
Sunday mornings.
They're nice. They're good. Yeah. But you might be better at that.
No, yo, he said top school, y'all. Shit, I wasn't at that top school. So I can only imagine.
You say you bought your first property as a realtor?
Yes.
How many properties do you own right now?
Right now I have 4 properties, a total of 11 units.
And that's all where? In Jersey?
All in Jersey.
Patterson or no?
I have 3 in Patterson and 1 in Newark.
Do you have? So have you ever invested outside of New Jersey?
Yes, I bought a property in Pennsylvania. Didn't really go too well.
You can talk a little bit closer to the mic, please.
Yeah, I bought a property in Pennsylvania. Didn't really go too well. It's multifamily. I hired property managers that were cheap, and they when sometimes we do things the cheap way is not the right way. It costs you money. So then I ended up selling that property. But I learned from it.
Did you break even or did you?
I broke even.
You broke even.
I broke even.
How's the taxes in Jersey, you think? Do you care?
I don't care. The taxes are definitely higher compared to, other areas. But I mean, if the deal makes sense and if you're cash flowing, whatever, and Jersey is, right next to New York City. So you have a higher chance of getting better appreciation. My properties are cash flowing. So for now, I'm fine. I'm fine here.
Yeah.
I was going to bring it to my neck of the woods. I'm from the west side of Patterson.
Okay.
And you probably have heard about this or have been following this. Mayor Andre Sayegh and what he's been doing with Hinchliffe Stadium. That's been affecting that entire area. So one of my family members actually purchased a home maybe a couple years back. They were wondering if they should purchase in New Jersey or specifically in Patterson or not. And this was before they started building on Hinchliffe Stadium. But now, right across from his house, they have luxury apartments. And I'm like, I never thought they would do something like this in Patterson. So property taxes, property value, everything is going up. And what I've been told is that it's actually better to purchase homes in Patterson than in nearby and developed areas because the profit margin is greater.
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Like if you buy in those higher areas, you're going to be paying top dollar, right? And you'll be lucky if you're cash flowing. In areas like Patterson, where you're still getting good rent, it's a developing market. If it's only at the bottom, it can only go up, right? Like when I bought my properties in Patterson, I bought one for $200,000, another one for $178,000. Just those 2 property loans.
And that was a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
It's different now.
It's different now. You won't be able to touch a house in Patterson for $200,000. Like, those days are over because they're developing inflation. So, the home values are only going up. And the rent.
What do you feel?
I was going to say, have you raised your rent?
Absolutely.
What do you feel about gentrification? That's what I was going to say. And what's your advice to people living in areas that are going to be gentrified?
Get you a piece of some land. Get you a piece of land. Stop. Wake up. Wake up and see what the hell is happening. Honey buns used to be 50 cents. Now it's $2. Rent used to be $900 for a 3-bedroom. Now it's $2,000. Property value used to be $100,000. Now it's $400,000, $500,000. You look around. Buildings going up. Something's happening. You still hang around friends, not doing and you still renting, don't own no property. Get you some land.
Like I said, because I
get you some land.
I do vending machines. I have a business, so I have a vending machine. He's right. M&Ms a year or 2 years ago was like a pack of 45 M&Ms was like $39. Right now it's close to $50.
Yeah.
So right now the cheapest. Right now you got to sell me. I got to raise my prices to $2 a pack because right now I'm selling it at $175. But like per M&M, it's only 89 cents. Before it was like 60 cents. You were able to put 150, 175. But now with inflation going up, the prices got to go up too. So
and those prices pass on to the consumers.
Yeah.
Now here's the messed up part. How much, whatever you make a year, run the numbers. Is your job giving you a raise that's keeping up with inflation? Or are you still making about the same amount of money?
I just looked at that. Current minimum wage is around 14 something, right? Living wage is 18 something.
I don't even think 18. I think living wage right now is like 22 an hour. I think minimum wage should be 22.
So
I don't think you can live off of 18.
The minimum wage is not even living wage. So it's,
the generational wealth gap is continuing to widen. It's continuing. The poor gets poorer and the wealthier gets wealthier. And the longer it takes for you to figure that out, you're going to be stuck. And it's only going to be harder for you to catch up. And that's the crazy part. And they don't teach us stuff in high school. They don't teach us stuff in school. They teach you how to, you're stuck in the trap. That's why they call the trap, right? Why? Because it's a trap. It's a cycle. You got to figure out how to break the cycle. You got to wake up, figure out what's going on, learn to get some passive income. Don't rely on a job. Don't rely on a pension. No, you got to invest your money, stack your money, invest your money. So that way you can break the cycle. It's just start with one house. The biggest living expense is what? Living. Where are you going to live?
Exactly.
Right? So if you could put yourself in a position where you're living for free, just start there. Put yourself in a situation where you're living for free. Buy a multifamily property, house hack, live with roommates, live with your family. I don't know, figure it out. Get rid of whatever you spend in rent. Now, the money that you were spending in rent, $2,000 a month, you're saving that. That's already $24,000 back into your pocket. In 2 years, that's $48,000. That's a down payment to put in another house. All right. And that's the Chico. People don't know this stuff because they don't get the information.
People lose themselves in trying to brag. Oh, look at the house I have. Look at the car I have. Look at the sneakers.
Because we're trying to impress other people that are broker than us, right? We're, it's because of YouTube, music videos, right? We see the rappers, we get stuck in that, and look, I'll be honest, I was a victim to it. But once I bought a Lamborghini in the summer, literally about 5 months ago. I bought a Lamborghini. I sold it 2 months after, right? Because you want to know why? The Lamborghini only impresses people that are broker than me.
That don't have it.
That don't have it, right?
Yeah.
And that was around the time where the interest rate started to go up. And so I'm like, damn, I don't even want to drive this car because I feel like I'm like, and then I went to my mentor's house. My mentor tells me, oh, nice Lambo. I just bought this building for $900,000 cash. Oh, and I'm buying the building down the block. Oh, and here I am. I got a Lambo, right? And you know what's the crazy part about it? I have passive income. I can justify the Lambo. My passive income will pay for it, right? But now, I wasn't as free, right? Because now I'm thinking too much about, okay, the money that for the Lambo, I got to work a little bit harder. I got to, I'm thinking about my money. No, I'm like, you know what? No, that means that I'm not ready for this damn Lambo. So I sold the Lambo and I got on a contract on 4 more houses. But the 3 died. I only bought the one in Newark. And now that property is going to make me a month what was paying for the Lambo. Mm-hmm. While the money that I was paying for the Lambo, I'm saving that too. So I'm still up. So now there's more money for me to do what? Continue to invest. I just wanted to buy. This is not the brag. This is the truth. I just wanted to buy, and I took off the whole half the month. Freedom. Freedom is what I want. No one can tell me shit. If Bill Gates was sitting across from me and saying, Naeem, you a broke ass motherfucker, I don't care. Why? Because I know where I come from. I don't work for nobody. Right now, if I wanted to, I can go leave Florida, and my business is still running. Rent checks coming in. I'm telling you, I can retire right now.
You run on your own clock right now.
I run on my own clock. Right? So why do I care to who do I gotta brag to? Who do I gotta impress?
Right.
Right. So once you realize time is what you care most about, freedom, being free to decide what I can buy that if I want. Once you're in that position, you understand that the whole game changes. You're free, man. You're free. You could think about helping people, giving back, inspiring the world. That's what it's about, But when we come from a place of not having, then we want to get. Then when you get, the shit that you buy loses value. Now you're broke, so now you got to go back to work at a job you don't like to go buy some shit that you really don't care about after a while. It's a cycle. It's the cycle.
You're chasing people's validation that you're not going to get anyway. Once you acquire those possessions, materialistic things, they still not going to give it to you. So what was the point there?
It's ridiculous. I remember seeing people with houses, and I was one of the person. I was a sneakerhead. I used to have all the Jordans or whatever, right? And you got room full of Jordans. After you wear the Jordans down to the ground, you buy the Jordan for $300, maybe more if it was an exclusive Jordan. You destroy the Jordans. Now, what is it worth? What is it worth? Now, don't get me wrong. If you're in a position where you make so much passive money that you can do whatever the hell you want, then okay. The passive money came in, you buy the Jordans, you go down, no one can tell you nothing. But if you're not in that position and you're going out working at a job that you hate, complaining about the job that you hate, then just to go out, blow your money on bottles, do this, that, and you still in the same goddamn place, living in the basement, relying on what they gave out during COVID?
The
stimulus check, right? Relying on this, change that.
For people that have never done real estate, that know absolutely nothing about real estate, but go ahead and collect the latest Jordans or buy Gucci, whatever they may buy. How much does it cost to actually get your feet wet in the real estate industry? Well,
right now, let's say an average price is $400,000 in Patterson or Newark. FHA loan, you could put down 3.5% down. So that is 14 grand, right? 14 grand. Now, here's the thing. Property value is only going up. When I got into real estate, I did the FHA loan I bought my first house, $170,000. $170,000 times 3.5%. That's $6,000. So I bought my first house, $6,000, and I emptied out my bank account. Mind you, that house makes me a month $1,000 a month. So I made my money back in 6 months. Then I made a whole nother $6 grand. And now every year I make $12,000 from that one house. Still to this day, I still have the house. And then I bought the house for $178,000. It's now worth $400,000. So I'm also up in equity. But remember I told you about the generational wealth gap? So the longer you wait, now for someone to buy that same house, you need 14 grand. You need 14 grand. In the job that you've been working at, I guarantee you haven't got that raise that's keeping up with the value of property. Yo.
But I guarantee they spend maybe around 14 grand in a year on fast food.
On bullshit.
Exactly.
On traveling, on the Jordans, on bottles, on
$8 for a cup of coffee.
$8 for a cup of coffee, your rent. You know, just track. If you're watching this, go on your credit card or whatever and just calculate how much money you spent on bullshit. On bullshit.
You could have gotten into the real estate industry and started collecting instead of worrying about bills, right?
Yep. I say this. Here's one of my biggest sayings. Eat shit today, so that way you don't have to take anyone's shit tomorrow. You know? So when I say that, I did it. I went and lived in an attic with mites and roaches. I did not want to live there. At sometimes when it was wintertime, it was cold as fuck. I had to go to Walgreens to get a space heater. I would eat. I put the garbage bag on the door. In the middle of the night, I would fucking hear rats going into the fucking the garbage bag. In the bathroom, I used to share it with my uncle. And my uncle, he's a smoker. There's no window in the bathroom. The bathroom had mold. So in the morning, I would go into the bathroom and I would smell the cigarette that he would smoke. I fucking hated living there. But I lived there for 2 fucking years while driving a hoopty that everyone used to make fun of. The hood was tied down. My ex-girlfriend, dad called it a piece of shit car. It was a hoopty. I ate shit. I was substitute teach. I was working a job I didn't like. I was working at the sneaker store. I was even working at Papijohnson flipping pieces. I was just figuring out a way to make money so I can invest the $6 grand. Once I stopped giving a fuck about other people, that was when my bank account started to go up and up and up and up and up. I emptied my bank account, went broke. That's how much I believed in the vision, right? And I didn't go on vacations. I didn't do anything. I lived in the attic for 2-3 years. Right now. I could buy whatever car I want. I can travel whenever I want. But I stayed down. I ate shit. So you got to fucking go through it. If I did it, you want to change your life, eat shit. Otherwise, don't complain about the shit that you're going through right now.
People think this journey that you're speaking of may take forever. 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades. How long did it take you from when you started to where you're at now?
2013, that was when I started personal development. I started reading the books, right? So 2013, so for 2 years, I was just learning, staying down, living in an attic, driving a hoopty, not for 2 years. And then I bought my first house in 2015. And then when I bought that first house, I invested the $6 grand. Now I'm making $1,000 a month. Life starts, this is an extra $1,000 a month. Life gets a little bit easier. And then I got the second house. So that was 2013. So 7 years, that's 2020. And now where am I? How many years is that? 10 years.
Yeah,
10 years. 10 years, it was a decade. Now, I'll tell you this. 10 years, wow, yeah. So 10 years of just being locked in and focused is a decade, yeah.
10 years to now where you're probably near $1 million right now, personal wealth, personal net worth.
Yeah.
How many years did it take you to make $100K?
So my first $100,000 was 2019. So that's 7 years in itself. So I wasn't even making the amount of money that like back then, like the money I'm making now is kind of like fairly new, but I was building my wealth, because I bought one house and I got the next house, and I was just trying to figure out. I was learning, getting the information, changing my network, and investing in myself. Your first biggest investment is investing in yourself. That's the first thing you can invest in. Where do I invest in? You start investing in yourself. You read the books. You find the mentor. You get the information. You learn. You absorb. I would go to Florida, right, to go listen to Grant Cardone. I read all Grant Cardone's book. Ty Lopez, I would watch his YouTube videos. How is this guy so good in marketing, right? I would listen to You name it. The best entrepreneurs, Alberto Preciado, so many people, man. So many people. If they were the best in their industry, Ryan Serhant, I read his book. He was a top realtor. This guy named Frederick. The best people. I literally study them, watch YouTube, read books, absorb it. I'm like a sponge, and I'm going to take his best tip. I'm going to take his best tip, his best tips. His best tip, what did he do? Okay, he woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He goes to the gym, work out. Oh, he read this book. He did that. Then I take the information and I execute what I want with it. But you got to put in that time. You got to learn and you got to invest in yourself.
You said 6,000 you stayed though, right?
Yes.
What do you say when people say don't use your money, use the bank's money?
I am using, all I came out of my pocket was $6,000. The bank loaned me the rest of the $163,000. So I was leveraging. Absolutely. The down payment was just all I need skin in the game, right?
Okay.
And then also I leveraged the closing costs. I'm about to give you guys a gem. Seller's concession. So I bought the property for $170,000. The seller actually wanted $160,000. So I offered $170,000. Okay. And I said, hey, listen, that $10,000 difference, I want to use that as a seller concession to pay for my closing costs. Because I got to pay the down payment. But after the down payment, you still got to pay the attorney. You still got to pay the title fee. You still got to pay there's other fees on top of that. So I leveraged, used the bank's money to come out of my pocket with no closing costs. So absolutely, you want to leverage as much as you can possible.
So right now you use the bank's money. You don't even touch your money, right?
For initial capital, I do.
Okay.
Right? Because you're always going to have skin in the game.
Yeah.
Right? So even if you're buying like a fixer-upper, you're going to have to put in that 10% down. Mm-hmm. Right? But if you know how to structure a deal, you're going to get your money back. Right? Like I already got my $6,000 back. Like that. Oh, yeah, that's a free house.
Yeah, 6 months. Yeah.
So you just got to figure out how to structure the deal so that way you can make sure you get your capital back or safely invested.
Do you do Section 8?
I do. I had
for all your properties, right?
Not for all of them. I had it for one of my properties. She was a Section 8 tenant. It was great. She actually lost her voucher and now she's paying me cash. So I'm not opposed to Section 8.
Because I know with Section 8 is like you don't have because some people might lose their job, so they might not pay you.
Yeah, guarantee rent.
So with Section 8 is guarantee rent, and the government's gonna pay you.
Guarantee rent.
So do you suggest for you to look for properties with Section 8 only? So it's guaranteed. So regardless, you don't have to worry about if you get paid or not every month.
I mean, it's definitely a pro. I mean, I recommend it. That's a niche.
Why don't you do it?
Because I mean, I've gotten lucky. I've gotten blessed with good tenants. I had one Section 8. I've never been opposed to it. Like I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Like I'm not opposed to it at all. I've just been lucky enough to have tenants that pay me, and I mean, I have a business. So I mean, worst case scenario, I have reserves. I'm protected. If I got to evict somebody, I'll evict somebody. I also properly screen my tenants, make sure that they're employed. I
have you ever evicted someone?
I did. I evicted one tenant.
Worst feeling?
I mean, it happens.
You did it or someone else did it?
I did it. It happens. I say buying property.
How difficult is that? What's the best way to deal with that? Because I've had family members.
I did cash for keys. I said, hey, listen, he burned me on the rent for like maybe 3 months, and I was like, look, bro, I'll give you money to leave. And he left, so that worked for me. But I say this, buying property is like getting married, right? There's pros and there's cons. You find the woman that you love, you're going to have to deal with arguments. You're going to have to deal with nonsense, right? Buying property, you're going to have to evict the tenant. You're going to have to fix a toilet, but you're also going to get cash flow. So there's goods and bads. You just got to be willing to deal with the good and the bad.
I did hear, I don't know if you agree, they said the best 3 states to invest in real estate, because I think with the property cost of property taxes is Florida, Texas, Arizona. Are you looking to buy properties in those 3 states?
I'm now looking in Florida. Okay. I have my Florida license, so I am looking to do some Airbnb in Florida. Arizona, what was the other one?
And Texas, they said. Because, Texas and Florida kind of have the same laws, I think, when it comes to taxes. So
I didn't look into those markets yet, but I've been looking into like Florida. I've been looking to like Philadelphia.
Yeah, because they said Arizona. I think Florida, they say Tampa right now is growing, they said. So Tampa's a good spot for real estate. Because I think a couple of years it was Jacksonville. Jacksonville was, they say, was coming up. So people started buying heavy properties. I think it was during the pandemic or before when Jacksonville was like coming up. So they think Tampa is going the same right now. Because everyone's going into Tampa right now.
Mm-hmm. No, I've heard of that. I just came back from Tampa and I see that. They're definitely developing there.
Yeah.
They are.
So, no, but Arizona too. I think Arizona, it's is it Phoenix? I think I think Phoenix is one of the spots for good to invest in real estate. I think Phoenix. I don't know I'm not really familiar with the cities in in Phoenix. So, but you got anything?
Yeah, actually, I had a quick question. Just because you mentioned it before, and I'm big into reading, and I picked it up just maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I was thinking of starting it for the beginning of the year. Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Great book.
Is that like one of your top books that you recommend?
Absolutely.
And why did you mention it? Like, well, if you could tell some of our guests or some of our
like what's like the biggest, like what's the biggest, like
like what'd you learn from it or what you recommend?
I learned. I mean, the biggest thing is this. The biggest thing is this. All right, wealthy people buy assets. Right, poor people buy liabilities. And here's the crazy part. Right, when I first learned about assets and liabilities, I didn't even know what it was. They didn't teach us this in high school or college. I went around to William Patterson University. I did a seminar and I was asking kids, "What's an asset?" In college, what's a liability? They don't know, right? So an asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. What's a liability? A single family home. That car, because it's a car note.
It could be 50-50 car, because what happens if you're traveling to spots that you want to... So it could be...
It's a liability.
You think so?
It's a liability.
Me personally, I think it's an asset and a liability. It's a 50-50 for me.
It depends.
If it's paid off, it could be an asset.
If it's paid off, it's an asset. But if you got a monthly car note that's $500 a month that you got to pay, it's a liability.
Maybe
right?
if you Uber it out or use it for Turo or something like that.
If you're renting it out, then you turn it into an asset. Absolutely. 100%. If the car is paying for itself and you're driving, perfect. But the basic concept is, what are you spending the most of your money on? Liabilities or assets? The Jordans that you buy, that lost value, liability. It lost money, liability. But buying a house, what kind of assets? What kind of assets are these wealthy people buying? House. You could buy a house that the mortgage is $2,000 a month and it's bringing you a total gross rent of $3,000 a month. And now you're making $1,000 a month. The house you bought for $200,000, then 10 years from now it's going to be worth $500,000. So I'm like, wait, what? I said, wait, I can buy a house and make $1,000 a month. If I just do that 10 times, that was my goal when I read the book. If I just do that 10 times, I'm making $120,000 a year, 6 figures passively. Who the hell could tell me anything? So that's when I got obsessed. The light bulb went off. Okay, I got to buy real estate. I'm going to find so many different investors. Okay, what are they doing? How are they doing it? Okay, I'm going to buy a house. Right? Another asset, stock. You buy stock. That's, let's say, $10. 10 years from now, the stock goes up and now it's worth $500, right? That's an asset. But me, I wanted something I can touch, real estate. So buy assets.
Like I told them, I think vending machines are real estate. I think vending machines very underrated. And I told them, I was like, yo, I'm trying to real estate vending machines. And I just want vending machines everywhere in Jersey. So, and I told them, I was like, yo, get a couple. Because obviously everyone wants to get in real estate. But I'm like, yo, you know what? Vending machines are a little bit more cheaper. So why don't you do that? Probably max a month, you're probably looking at 8 hours just doing vending machines. So it's only a day in a month. But no, I agree 100%. Assets, liabilities. Yeah, people don't know that if you ask them a simple question. If you go to college, it's nuts.
And there's ways how you can create an asset, right? By doing things that you love. Like, so let's say even if you do love sneakers, you know, I'm not like, okay, if you buy the sneaker with the sole intention to flip it, all right,
that's an asset. I was going to tell you that's an asset. Like you could hold it and then flip it like because I had the Grinches, the Kobe Grinches.
Okay.
I paid, I don't think it was $180. Sold it for like $400. Like a couple months later.
There you go. It's an asset, right? Yeah. It's how you're using it. I bought Yeezys before, like I wanted the thing. Yeah. I bought like $2,000 for it, you know? So it's just different ways.
Depending on the person, really, if it's an asset and a liability.
Exactly.
Yeah, depending on whether you can do it at scale also.
Yeah, it depends on the person. Either they want to wear it or they just want, you know what, let me just hold this.
Yeah. Absolutely. This studio, right, is an asset. Someone bought it with the sole intention. I don't know if you guys own it or not, to rent it out.
It's Dave. Shout out to Dave.
Shout out to Dave.
263 Studios. Totowa? Is this Totowa? Totowa, right, Dave? Yeah, Totowa.
Shout out to Dave. You know, he loves this. I'm sure if he wanted to, he can rent this out to somebody and make money. Now it's an asset, you know? So just, you got to focus on different assets and, you know, make money. Don't lose money. Rule number 1, do not lose money.
Are you into stocks?
I am. I'm into stocks about maybe 10%. 10%. I'm not
stocks, not like you don't do options or any of that?
No, I don't do options. I tried it, lost money. I just focus on like what I know. But I got like 10% of my, because I'm with EXPI. So I'm with EXP Realty, and they give me stocks. You know, like when I do business, I get I put a percentage away. You know, so I got like a 10% of my net worth in stock.
Is there any stocks that you bought personally besides that?
Real, which is like a competitive broker. I mean, the stock was like $1, so I was like, why not? You know, I bought a little bit of like gold. I forget what it's called because one of my friends gave me a tip, and that's really it. I'm not heavy into stocks at all.
Do you buy silver coins? Because I'm just saying because I do.
Do it by what?
Like, do you buy silver coins?
No,
you don't.
No.
Okay.
I got into crypto a little bit, but I lost a lot of money in crypto. I lost like $50,000 in crypto. I bought it and then I put it like into this wallet, and then I forgot my password. So yeah, so
no, you're
like,
one of those. Yeah,
just like 50 grand since.
You bought Dogecoin or whatever it's called.
I bought like Flocky, Doge. I bought like a bunch of weird stuff. My biggest like find something that you know, and
that's
become
what I said.
and like find the expert and learn it. Right, like I was speculating. What's the word? Speculating. You know, I know real estate, so I'm just gonna focus just on what I know. You know.
Yeah, I like I buy silver coins and just hold on for like years. Yeah, but I don't know what it's hot as hell in here. Yo, Dave, you don't got water?
It's cooking now.
Wanna go Applebee's for me?
I want to go get some.
You wanna go Applebee's now?
I was gonna ask you about EXP Realty. I know that you were with Keller Williams prior for 3 years. What's the difference? Why does it matter what realty you work for?
The difference is when I was at Keller Williams, there's no incentive for other agents willing to help me. Right. So when I was there, no one really wanted to give you their best secrets or tips or tricks.
Goddamn.
At EXP Realty, number one, you get paid more because they have a higher split. You have a lower cap, but EXP, when you bring people on to EXP pays me, right, for growing the company, right? So I attracted like 116 agents. So when those 116 agents do a little bit of business, I get a percentage from the 20% that goes to EXP. So I also have an upline of 7 people that are like successful agents, and I can now go to them and ask them questions. How? Information. Because now if I do well and I grow, they get a percentage of the pie. So now that completely changed like the industry. You know, so EXP, that's one reason why I grew and blew up so damn fast. Because I love information. Remember, I'm gonna go and ask, I'm gonna ask questions. So I was a student, I was absorbing. All right, what's the best thing you're doing? Like the one guy who brought me on, he was doing like 20 million in volume. Then there was another guy who was doing like 50 million, another guy doing 100 million, another guy that's doing 400 million. So I went absorbing information. Now the one guy who brought me in, I do more business than him. You know, but he's happy because I'm underneath him. He gets a small percentage of the pie. As I continue to grow, he's going to make money. You know, same with the other people. So it completely changed the game.
It would have been selfish if you got mad. Because why would you?
It changed the game.
No competition. You can't compete with your own people.
It's no competition.
You can't compete. It's not competition. You're going up.
So with Keller Williams, you were more so to yourself then?
Exactly, more to myself. If I ask you, your agent, and Keller Williams, hey, what's your best secret? You're going to say, Naeem, screw you. And what I'm going to tell you? What I get from it? Right?
That's everyone. Yeah. What do I get from anything you do in life? Is what do I get from me telling you this? But what is
now?
Like right now, he could easily tell us what do I get for telling you guys on this podcast everything what I'm doing. He could easily say that.
And it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but yeah, information, man. Information is valuable. So you got to be somewhere where you're going to get the information that's going to help you succeed. Nothing. Sorry, Keller Williams.
I like watches, and I see you got Bust Down Rolly. You hear about Bust Down Rolly doesn't really appreciate well because it's not original. Are you a big watch guy?
I'm not. This was actually a gift.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you never invested in Rolexes?
No. This is my first Rolex. I've always wanted one. I always wanted a Bust Down Rolly. So I think it was my 30th birthday.
Meek Mill told you, huh? Meek Mill told you, huh?
Yeah. I want a Bust Down Rolly, and you know.
You wouldn't care if she was wearing a necklace.
I would care. That's it. There's a double standard. There's a double standard. I would care.
He didn't even let me finish what it was.
There's a double standard. Look, it's a difference because if we go out on a date, right? Me and her going out on a date. Who's paying the bill the first date? Who's paying the bill? The man, right? Like, and me, I'm the type that I'm going to be a provider, right? And let's hear this. If we're living together, who got to throw out the trash? I got to throw out the trash. If a man...
Oh, it's not 50-50 for you.
It's not 50-50. I'm taking care of everything.
Nah, we got to do 50-50. Yeah.
What? Oh, you tripping. No. You got to be
I'm not talking about trash. I'm not talking about the trash. Obviously, that's a man. Yeah. But 50-50, we're talking about like...
So 50-50 what? So if the rent's $2,000, you're paying $1,000, she paying $1,000?
I can't do that coming from where I come from.
It depends.
The ladies watching this is like...
No, because what happens if I have a businesswoman next to me and she's making the same type of money as me? If we're growing together, it's different. She's struggling. I'd be like, no, I got this. Don't worry about it. It depends on the situation.
I don't care about
it. It depends on the culture. And
it depends on the situation.
I don't care about women's money. I don't care.
Because then you know what happens? Because then you guys get in an argument, be like, yo, but I pay for all this shit. And then that comes into...
It's your job. You're the man.
Yeah.
You're the provider.
See,
if she paid for 50%, she gets 50%.
I forgot who said...
I thought you were talking about the relationship.
You like Andrew Tate?
Absolutely.
This is what I'm saying. Yo, because I was like, I heard this before. This is like, Andrew Tate said it. You say, I'm not going to guess it, but fuck Andrew Tate. Anyways, Dan, what's my other question? What were we talking about before this?
If you give her 50%.
Have you ever taken the same girl to the same spots?
Yeah.
What if a girl took you to a spot she used to take her ex and you found out?
That actually took... I mean, that's never like happened to me. I mean, the odds of that happen, I guess, is possible.
Would you care?
That I wouldn't kind of care about. Like, because what? Like, in New Jersey, all the places are the same places.
Me with my ex. It was like, that's nuts.
I mean, if it was if that was the reason, then I'm like, I'm not kind of going here. That's kind of weird. You know? I don't know.
But no, that's not. Music, what are you into? Favorite artists?
Favorite artists, I like Drake. Like hip hop. I like hip hop.
Who's your favorite artist of all time?
Of all time? I mean, right now, I like Drake, Lil Baby. Of all time, I mean, I don't really have like of all time. I just, like it. Because I like when people talk about being broke and then making it and being successful. So,
diversity, right?
Yeah. So that's why I kind of like, Meek Mill. I like that kind of stuff, like being nothing and blowing up.
You listen to Jay?
Not often. Not often.
How old are you?
31 years old.
Oh, so you're younger. That's surprising. You don't listen to Jay like that? That's basically our era right there. Yeah, like Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Pac, Wayne.
I listen to Wayne, yeah. Kanye.
50
a little bit. 50 a little bit.
Any new favorite artist that you like right now? No? Favorite record that's out right now that you have? That you keep going back to, like, yo, this record's too crazy right now.
Well, right now, Drake.
Kendrick at all?
Nice, too boring for him, I'm telling you.
Because I be on the move. I'm always on the move. Yeah. I need the energy. Like I'm like stuff I listen to, like, I'm gonna go. Like, yeah, like.
You see, Kendrick, you can't be on the go and listen to Kendrick because you're not gonna be listening to the music.
Yeah, I'm not listening to the music. like just today, right? Just today when I woke up, right, I won't feel the energy in the song.
What you ride in the car with? Let me see where you are coming here. Where were you riding to?
This right here. Hold on.
If I did that stupid shit.
So 21 and Drake.
I've been here just dumbing up. You see, like, I need that energy.
Okay. You listen to Cole? They Cole?
They go, back when I was like in high school.
Oh, he was the college kid. He was everywhere. The college loved him, yo.
I need that energy, man. I need that energy.
So Meek, Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo.
One of his songs. What's the one? This one. He had one good song. I don't remember the name of it, but like he had one that's like had energy. So yeah, I like him too.
Okay. Trying to see sport. Basketball. Do you watch sports or not?
Only like important games like the football, like Super Bowl or the playoffs. Yeah, I don't got time for that, man. I'm focused. I'm trying to make money.
I was gonna ask you, who's your GOAT for basketball? But I can't really.
LeBron.
Nah, you see, man, it's nuts. It's nuts.
LeBron. I respect greatness.
Oh, you said LeBron too?
Yeah. I've been saying LeBron.
Isn't he like 3 games away from breaking the record?
Nah, he's gonna break it Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday?
He's gonna break it Tuesday. Who cares? That's longevity. That's longevity. And plus, 3-point came more popular when he was playing.
I wanted to say something because we kind of went over it, right? Going back to the double standard.
Oh, right? I like this.
Going back to the double standard because let me. If we went to war, right? And
this is Andrew Tate again, but go ahead.
if we went to war, and the government came and they knocked on your house, said, hey, one of you got to go, to war and be willing to die for the family. Who's going? The wife or the husband?
My son. Get your ass out.
That's
No, I
crazy.
am, obviously.
Right?
I am, yeah.
The man's
Yeah.
going, right? If you're at home...
You're a protector. You're a provider.
My point is that you're a protector, you're a provider, right? Do I want to die? No, I want to live forever. But for that's this is double standard. I gotta go. If someone breaks into my house and it's me and my wife there, I'm gonna go downstairs and be willing to die and protect the fuck out, right? That is what it is.
But that's not a good comparison, though, because we could put a comparison for a female situation. A female is going to have to go first.
Why?
Let's say, let me turn and take a female situation. Because what?
A female situation is if a female, it looks beautiful.
Do you
and
cook?
No, I don't cook. I would like my woman to cook.
But right now, we're in an era where men cook. Like, what happens if you meet a girl who doesn't cook?
Well, I make enough money that I can just go out to eat every day or get a meal plan. I'll hire a chef. I don't even need a woman to cook or clean. I have a cleaner. I can go out to eat the finest restaurant. I'm not worried about. When I go out to eat, I don't even look at what things cost. Right? Like, so my woman, all I need for you to just be in your feminine energy and be my peace. That's it. That's it. You don't gotta worry about anything. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna go out to work. If you want to make money with me, we could do that. But the money that you make, keep it to your side. Do whatever you want. I don't care. What I'm doing, let me go through the day and day stress of building a business. When I come home, I don't want to argue with you about work. I just want to be home, watch TV with you, watch Netflix, relax, give me a bag of child, whatever. Enjoy life. Be in your feminine energy. We'll take a trip. We'll go to, wherever you want to go.
I mean, it breaks down to what you bring to the table, though.
Yeah.
If you're bringing 75%, then you command that 75% control over that situation.
Exactly. So they're just saying, I'm going to do what I got to do. You do what you got to do, right? So if you're wearing something of your ex, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
But isn't that controlling though?
No, 75%.
But isn't that controlling?
You just asked him if he liked it.
I'm the fucking man. I'm a king. I literally feel that stuff. I feel that way about myself. And if you're my woman, I know you're good. You don't have to worry about anything. So don't question me about no wash. Don't question me about whatever. Because what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I just took you on 10. I just took you on 10 fucking vacations. You ain't worry about nothing. Yeah. Like, relax. You worry about a watch? Stop it.
And I don't want to have that conversation. I want this to be a playing field that we don't need.
All a man care about is respect. I just want to be respected.
It's
for real. I just want to be respected, right? Like my status, right? Like if you're dating a woman, right, and then you bring her somewhere, and then everyone like, yo, I tapped that. Right? And then you know about that. How you gonna feel about your status? You gonna stay with the girl? You gonna stay with her?
We spoke about that.
I know. We talked about that shit last week.
Yeah. I spoke about that. I said my question was.
We both said no.
Yes.
My question was
no. Why? Because she makes your status look bad. But if you with a girl, if you with a girl, and I'm like, yo, who's that girl? She's beautiful. No one knows her. Where she's from? She compliments real well. She's interacting.
But then when she speaks, she can't even speak a word.
Well,
but that's where you just play your part.
Yeah.
But I want a female that knows how to has to she could hold her own.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean. But I'm not saying it's him. But I'm saying what he's saying is basically he wants an IG type. Bro, damn, she's bad. Yo, who the hell is that? Just play your part, look good. I
don't even want my girl to have on Instagram.
I said that to you. I ain't gonna lie.
We need Instagram for it.
Get Facebook aside, yo. Just you know what?
I'd rather you not on social media.
Me too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I said the same thing. Social media, I was like, yo.
Like I'm on social media because of work. Like make money.
That's what I said.
And I don't care about your money. I don't. So what are you on social media for?
That's what I said. I'm on social media busy. If I didn't have I was like, you know what? I probably won't have this shit. Yo.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing. Shoot, the moment I hit a bill. Delete, gone. You're never gonna see me again. It's like, nah. Because like my purpose is really to impact and inspire the world. So I probably would. I just want, like me, I want people to stumble upon my page. I'm like, yo, who's this? This kid. How did he do it? And just pick one gem up, and hopefully I can help that person. So I probably will always have a social media. But yeah, if you're my girl.
No, yeah. My question was last week. I think I said, if a girl was doing her thing, she's single. When a girl's single, she could do whatever she wants. Mm-hmm. Agree? Yeah, we all agree, right? We all agree she could do. I'm saying if she, did her thing with probably like 3-4 dudes. I said 3 or 4 dudes. But during her single life, it could be her single, it could be for 2 years, 3 years, whatever, 1 year. But then when she's talking to someone, she's faithful. Are you gonna pursue it then? Yes or no? When she likes someone, she stays faithful, loyal, and everything. She doesn't do anything with anyone else.
And what we said is, if her name is bringing her around the town, I don't
No, but I just said 3-4 dudes when
when
she's single. She's living a single life.
That's great. Like we didn't disagree with that because we like as guys, if you're talking to multiple girls when you're single, hey, you can do your thing.
There's a double standard though.
Exactly.
There's a double standard. Like
It can be though.
Like the situation that
it is.
because then she tarnishes your brand and who you are.
exactly.
But he said dating. I'm just saying having her single life, like just living life.
Yeah, that's
Dating multiple people. That's wild to me. That's wild. Dating and like just single
but
life.
her
Is,
doing what she does in her single life,
But
it
that's
carries
also
over
dating.
when she
It carries on. A man cares about a woman's past. A woman cares about a man's future.
100%. 100%.
50-50 right there, huh?
Okay.
I think it's 50-50.
No,
I think a female
definitely-
does care about a man's past too.
They say they don't. I think it's all fucking cap.
Thank you.
They say they
So
don't.
I think
it's fucking cap.
male and female care about their
Females
past and
don't care
future.
as much. Females, it's not a big
Bro,
deal.
I'm gonna be
But
honest,
whether
me-
you have a future or not, it
You don't
matters
care
a
about
lot.
females' future?
No, I care about their past. I'll
Okay.
handle everything else
I got
as
the
a man
past. Do you
should.
care about females' future also?
Not as much.
No.
Not as much. As
You
long
don't,
as
so
what
no?
they have.
You care about females'
currently is
future?
fine.
I mean, if she's your woman, her future is with you.
Yeah.
You know, and you're going to impact her life.
Exactly, that part.
I can go to McDonald's right now and see the most beautiful girl, humble, nice, calm girl. You know what? I'm going to take her on a date. Change her life. Come live.
Get her on the right path.
She moves in with me.
That's why,
She moves in with me, living in my penthouse, traveling the world, right? And maybe she wants to get your real estate license. Hey, get your real estate license. I'm going to put you on. You want to make it. I got you. You know, future good. I'll marry you forever. We ride off into the sunset. You know, but let it be the other way around. You know, if I'm some guy and you know I don't have anything to offer and I'm working at the drive-thru, a successful woman won't even look your way.
I agree.
Won't even look your way.
So you wouldn't date a female in your level, like making your type of money, everything like that?
I would.
Okay.
But I would. I mean,
You would prefer something below
she can be massively successful. She can be.
because she had more money than you. Do you care?
That would kind of hurt my ego a little bit, and that would make me work harder
Oh.
to make more money.
Of course,
Than her.
yes.
Like that's what will happen. Like if you make more, I would actually prefer that. I like that because that's going to make me level up.
Mm.
But at least he's honest saying his ego would be hurt. I mean, that shit would hurt me, but it would motivate me more.
Yeah,
I would be hurt, but say, you know, fuck this. I got to be on that level. And boom, you both grow.
I'll tell her straight up. Like, listen, enjoy it for
You
now.
fucked me up.
No, I'll tell her enjoy it for now. Enjoy it for
He's
now.
trying
I'm
to
about to overlap
compete.
you.
She's trying to compete.
I'm an athlete. I've been an athlete all my life.
Nah, yeah,
I love that.
competition.
That would motivate me actually. So shoot, I would love that, but it's not necessary. Like I don't care. But I always just want to grow. Like my
Yeah.
mindset just always on growing. So if you're someone that who can help me grow and motivate and push me, that would be awesome.
Hmm.
As a man, you always got to be focused on your future and growing. A woman, you know, you can get lucky. You're like, hey.
Do your thing. I'm not worried about you. Do your thing, yo.
Huh?
Do your thing, the girl. Do your thing, yo. I'm worried about myself.
Hey man,
Yeah.
and this is my first time on a podcast like talking about this stuff. I never talked about it openly.
Oh, okay.
We're just having a normal boys, guys night out, like just having a conversation. But let's talk about the shoes, man. Because I want to know, you still obviously support it because you're wearing it. How'd you feel? Like, do you care about that?
No. Honestly, these are like just my everydays. I just beat these up.
So you don't really care if something happens with a brand, you still wear it regardless?
I am big on just minding my business.
Okay.
Because I'm just so focused on growing my business. So I'm aware of what happened. I obviously don't condone any of that. I think it's freaking sick and disgusting. You know, but me, I literally, at this point in my life, I don't even really buy clothes anymore. You know, because I'm just so focused on investing. So for me, I just like, very convenient for me to just put these on and go, you know, without thinking about it. You know, like I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy that I don't have the energy to throw this away just to go to the store to buy another pair of daily shoes. I like these shoes. They go with everything, whatever, you know. I don't have that strong opinion about it.
It's that Mark Zuckerberg mind state, right? Like, forget the fit. Let's get to the work.
Yeah. I think I wore like the same hoodie and jeans this week, every day. Literally.
Nah, but he had to pop out with the Dior. Come on, man. He had to.
It was
at the door. It was at the door.
It was a Sunday. Today I woke up feeling. I was listening to that song. Like, man,
let me pop out the Dior.
I'm gonna go out today. You know, maybe after here, go get something to eat, have a drink. You know, but I don't do it often, like, because I'm always like working. I'm always working.
Not yet. Tracksuit for me, yo. Right now.
I'm always working.
But
I just got back from Dubai, and And if I bought like I forget what it's called, like the thing, like the the traditional.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce this.
Yeah, I don't want to mispronounce it either. But
Do you know, yo?
I'll look it up.
I'd wear that every day. I swear to God, I would. Because like it's now you don't even got to think about what I'm going to wear today. I'd wear that every day. Honestly, I think that's just awesome. This is awesome.
I was actually going to ask about that, just to tie it in. Can you describe your rock bottom, and then right after, if you can describe your peak up until
my rock bottom? I was even when I think about it, my whole mood changes. I just remember living where I didn't want to live. I used to be a waiter on the border. The lady, she fired me for no reason. When she fired me, then I went to go work at Papijohnson, and I used to walk there to go downtown, and like whenever I was making, the money was going out because I had student loans. I had I had bills. I had bills, and my mom I used to live with my mom after college, and then she ended up losing her job. I forget something happened, and then I had to go and get my own apartment. So now I had an apartment, I had student loans, so like I was making money, and then the money was gone. So I was literally like, damn, broke. And I was living somewhere I didn't want to live, driving a car I didn't want to drive. My ex-girlfriend at the time, I remember her. She ended up leaving me to be with a cop. Because the cop, I guess he, had a secure job, and her dad was a cop, so they had a relationship. And dad used to make fun of my car. And I just remember, seeing my friends, like one of my best friends who I grew up with. He's actually like real close friends with my cousin. It was Fetty Wap. So I seen Fetty Wap glow up. And me, I'm not a hater at all. Like I'm so happy for him. He deserves it because I saw his rock bottom. Tristan Thompson was my high school roommate. Saw him glow up. Happy for him. I won a couple of professional soccer players that I'm cool with. So I'm seeing a lot of people, like living their life. And I'm not there yet. And I'm again not a hater at all. I'm happy for everybody, but I'm like, when's my time? Like how am I going to make it? How am I going to get out of this hole? So that was kind of like my rock bottom. Just a little bit more in between there. Like someone broke into my car one day, and I didn't have money to fix the window. So I sat on the steps and I cried my eyes out. I'm like, yo, I got nothing. I literally have nothing. Why does someone want to like steal from me? And rob me when I got nothing? I'll cry right now even thinking about it. My sister came and saw me literally on the couch, not on the couch, on the steps. Like, and that was my lowest. Like, and I can't ask nobody for help. Can't ask nobody for help. Because my mom's figuring out her life, my dad's figuring out their life. Everyone's figuring it out. And to now my peak.
Your peak.
To now my peak. Like now I just went to Dubai and I was there for half the month and I didn't worry about anything. I think I spent maybe $30,000 just on that trip. Went after Dubai. Literally, I wasn't worried about what anything costs. Wasn't worried about what anything costs. I can go wherever I want. I can travel wherever I want. I'm focused. I know what's next. I know my future. I know that I'm going to help people. I know that I'm going to make passive money. I know I'm going to make money. I know I'm going to invest. I know I'm going to buy another property every year. I know my future. Before, back then, I didn't know. So now, because I know, I'm extremely confident. I'm smart. I'm not wasteful. Before, there was a time where I was wasteful. I was making mistakes, but I learned from them. Like I shouldn't have bought the Lambo, right? Like I put down $100,000 on the car, right? And then I bought it for $350. Then I sold it for $300. So I lost $50. I lost money in crypto, like $50,000. Maybe the relationship that I was in wasn't the best relationship, so I wasted money there, so I'm smarter. So I know that I can't lose money. I got to make better decisions. So a woman that I want to be with, right, she has to be an asset to my life, right? I can't be worrying about what dude you're talking to or whatever. Then we get into an argument and then we get to an argument and then it end up costing me money or whatever, like just nonsense. And there's been situations where, Good light on, yeah. Sorry. There's been situations where I lost money. So now I got to be very cautious. I got to be very, very cautious about who's around me. Are you uplifting me? Are you helping me? Because I can't bust. You know, my future, my family is counting on me. You know, my family is counting on me. You know, but and now like I'm living where I want to live, but in my mindset, it's just 4 walls and a roof, and it's crazy because I used to live in an attic. You know, with Majors and Roaches. Now I'm living in a penthouse. You know, view of the city. And in my mind, it's just 4 walls and a roof. You want to know why? Because I'm thinking about this is a waste of money. This money, I can be investing this money, you know, to make more money. Like I'm so focused because I know what's coming. I know my potential, and I just want to get there so fast. Like my biggest fear is going back to where I was. So I got to be far away from that. So it it's very hard for me to find the balance, you know. So like that's probably why like when I go out on vacation, like. You know, I ball out, you know,
and you can go there worry-free.
Worry-free. But then when I come back, I wear the same clothes every day if I have to, right? Because I struggle with finding that middle ground of enjoying, okay, I'm home, you know, but in my mind, that's not my home because I know my dream home is going to be something probably crazy, you know, like, so it's tough, you know, but, so to answer your question, the peak, I mean, you're never there. I'm never there.
Continually chasing.
I'm just continuing to grow. I'm continuing to grow. But I just know I'm far away from there, and I'm going to keep on being far away from there. You know, and I know it's a hard conversation to have for me because some people can't even fathom what I'm even saying. You know, because some people can't even fathom, and I know that. And sometimes I don't even want to talk about it. So I just keep the stuff in my mind. I can't even talk to my mom about it. I can't talk to my dad about it. I can't talk to my best friend about it. You know, because they're gonna be like, "Naeem, be happy about where you're at. Be happy." You know, like...
You know what the Plato's allegory is?
No, what is that? Hey, another one, water?
Mm-hmm. So it's basically a metaphor for a bunch of individuals being stuck in a cave. And then when you go out, when you're the individual that goes out and sees the light and you try and bring that message to those people, they don't want to hear it. They think you're lying. So since leaving the cave of St. Patterson,
yeah,
what's the biggest lessons you would give to people that haven't ventured out yet?
I mean, the biggest lesson would be save your money. You know, save your money, stay down. Don't worry about what this person's driving, what this person wearing. Don't worry about any of that. You know, save your money and invest. You know, invest in yourself first. Figure out a way to create passive income. You know, you can't just rely on one source of income. You know, one is too close to none. You know, what happens if that one clips? Then what?
One tragedy and you're out. Boom.
People get laid off. You know, now what? You've been relying on this one person where if you die, they'll replace you the next day.
Not only that, certain people are in such situations that when a family member dies, they can't even afford to bury them.
Can't afford to bury them.
It's crazy.
You know, and now you really got to take it personal. Like I take it personal. You know, like I'm able to provide an opportunity for my family. You know, with real estate, my mom just bought a house. My mom bought 2 houses, actually. She bought a house, she's a realtor, and she's flipping the house. My sister, you know, now she's a realtor, and, you know, she's growing her business. My brother, who, man, this guy, he'll give you the skin off his back. You know, like he'll give you the skin off his back. You know, he was raised by my aunt, single mom, so she spoiled him. You know, and there was times I didn't have the best clothes. He would give me his clothes. You know, when I hit my rock bottom, actually, he was living in my grandma's basement. He gave me a room in his corner. I went and bought a $100 futon and put it there. You know, there was times when he was working as a dishwasher. I had no money. He would give me money to go eat. You know, so now I'm in a position where he wants to get into the trucking business, right? So I'm going to buy a truck and we're going to be 50-50 partners on it. You know, like I waited for him to do the work and put in the time. He actually started the business. One of his friends crashed the truck, but I saw how he went to learn. He was trying to figure it out. So now I'm like, all right, I'm able to go buy a truck and start and put him back on his feet. And we do that business together. You know, so for me, it's about becoming a better version of myself because now I can help everybody else, whether it's through information, right? Because I give information by hopping on this podcast, whether it's through inspiration, by like, yo, you can do it too. Whether it's by just being able to provide an opportunity. If anyone out there is a realtor and you want to, you know, join my team, join my EXP downline, you know, we can make it happen. Let's go, let's grow. You know, so as you make it, now you can help everybody else try to make. But, you know, like you said, some people are not going to be able to see it. Some people are going to think you're ragging. Some people are not going to want to hear it. They're like, all right, whatever. But no one can ever tell me I didn't try. No one can ever tell me that I kept it a secret. When I was in high school, I'm mad as hell when I think about it. When I was a knucklehead living at the high school, This one guy, he was living there for free. You don't know why he was living there and what he was doing while he was living there for free. He was saving his money. He was buying property. Back then, property value was like low. And I was a knucklehead. He could have told me, yo, Naeem, you want to know what I'm doing living here? Like, yo, bro, you know, I live here and I'm saving my money because I'm buying real estate. He didn't tell me that shit. I'm mad as hell. You know, he's someone that I look up to. I love him. I love him to death. But he didn't give me that information. You know, like the information that I'm giving out is information that I wish that I heard. I wish people talked about. They didn't tell me none of this shit. So my life could have been much better a long time ago. So I've been living, stressing, like living like a fucking how I didn't want to live because people didn't give me information. You know, it makes me mad thinking about it. You know, my life could have been much better. My wealth could be even better. My family could be even better if people just gave me the information. You know, so that's why, you know, I give the information. Sometimes people don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but sometimes information, you might not even understand it. So it might be too hard.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Just the opportunity.
Yeah. No, I agree 1,000% the opportunity. Yeah, but like with a lot of people, I think you could give out so much information, but that person might not understand it. Or they might take it for granted.
True.
So, but is there like a goal? How many properties you want to buy this year?
This year, man, I'm
or like monthly, like you're saying, I want to buy 1, 2 a month.
I'm gonna go crazy.
You trying to go?
I'm gonna go crazy.
More than 10?
I'm gonna go crazy. Well, right now I'm stabilizing my assets. One of my units, the one I just bought in Newark, is 3-family. I'm going to do an Airbnb, so I just invested like money there to renovate. I got 3 vacant units right now that I'm putting the money in there and renovating. So I'm going to stabilize my assets, and then I'm going to just go crazy.
You don't have to answer this, but do you take percentages from your students each contract they get? Like when they what I'm trying to say is
when they sell a house.
When they sell a house,
yes. Okay. Yeah, because
that's another passive income right there.
Yeah. But I helped them.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying obviously because I was like, that's another passive income that people don't know. You're helping them, but also you're helping yourself too. Because I'm gonna get like whatever. You don't have to tell me percentage, like 5-10% of that. That's another passive income that is you're gonna receive a check every month or whenever they make when they sell a property.
Yep. Streams of income. That's what it's about.
How many streams of income do you have?
Right now I have my real estate business, Team MVP. I have my properties. So that's 2. Then I have a online course that I made, NB Academy. That's 3. My EXP downline from my organization that I grow and get a percentage. That's 4. And then now also I get paid off for Instagram sometimes, like with the reels, but that's minimal.
Stocks.
Yeah, the stocks. About to have the trucking business up, so that's going to be 6.
That's like the CLD driving, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that's 6. I feel like there's another.
You got 7 right there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's 7.
That's cool. Yeah.
I also have like joint venture businesses, So that's 8. So I have about 8 trades of income. Mm-hmm. Probably another one. I have it written down on the board. I got to think about it.
I was gonna ask you. You have a team of maybe 40 plus, right? Mm. And that's a lot of people. But I'm sure out of those people, there's many that stand out. What are the characteristics of those that stand out?
Consistency. You got to show up. Dedication. And just putting in the work every day. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm going to say it again. It's just not easy. But also being poor is hard. Like being a realtor is hard. But being poor when I was broke was also hard. But choose your hard. Right. You know, like choose your hard. So my top agents, they show up, they put in the work, they want to learn and get better every day. Even if you get 1% better every day. If you get 1% better every day, you're going to be 3 times better than when you were in the beginning of the year. If you get 1% better every day, it's 365 days in the year. That's realtor. So yeah, they show up and they put in the work and they, you know, have big goals. You got to have big goals, you know, and yeah, they put in the work, they show up. If you don't show up, you're not going to do anything. Nothing changes tomorrow if you do nothing today. It's one of my that's one of my quotes that helped me. You know,
everything you're doing now is going to affect your future.
Everything you do today is
the positive, the negative.
Absolutely.
And since you were saying your sister and your mom are doing real stuff under you?
Yes.
How does that work? Because we've had my boy and his sister. We had them as guests. They work together. Mm-hmm. How do you cope with family?
It's tough. I actually told my mom and my sister I'd rather you guys just stay the hell out of it.
Okay.
Like, just let me run it up. Just stay the hell out of it, you know? But I also want to help them. So when they both got their license, I said, you join this business, you're not my mother, you're not my sister. This is business. This is business, you know? So they started getting hanging. They started doing well. You know, they're doing well. My sister, you know, I love her to death. I mean, but right now we're kind of having a debate on some things where she doesn't fully understand. So, you know, I have to maybe have a hard kind of conversation with her. And I mean, we'll see what happens. But, you know, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy. But again, you know, sometimes people don't understand things through your eyes. They only see things through their eyes. You know, it's like the 6 and the 9 theory or whatever it's called, right? To you, it look like a 6, but to me, it's a 9. But me, I know better. I'm a self-made I'm a self-made millionaire, not yet. But I'm a self-made, you know, millionaire. I know this real estate business. Like, just listen to me. I'll take you to the promised land. You know, I'm very confident. I'm very confident in myself to help any agent make 6 figures. Shut the fuck up. Listen to me. Let's work. You know, you want to do it your way? Okay, try it your way and starve. And then when you try your way, you're making mistakes, and then, you know, you're going through the hard way, you're going through the mud. I already created the path. I already did the hard work. Hop on the train, all right? Bro, let's go. Let's make some money together. You know, and if you don't believe in me, this not even family, you know, just stay the fuck out the way. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. And starve.
How about with your brother? Like, since he's just joining on.
So with my brother, he's actually
younger.
My brother, he's not getting his real estate license. Oh, he actually is working on getting his real estate license.
I know you guys want to do the truck.
He's going to do the truck. Yeah. He wants to do the truck, so he's going to do the truck. So I mean, that's good. If he gets his license, great. You know, and with my sister and my mom getting their license, I'm happy for them because now they have their license. They're making another stream of income. I helped. You know, like I helped. You know, like, so I mean, sometimes I can come off real hard. Because, you know, I call myself like shark mindset, because sometimes I gotta be, you know, like that shark mindset and that ruthless mentality is what helped me be where I am today. You know, so I'm not the best at, oh, don't worry, you know, okay, we'll figure it out. No, sometimes I gotta be in this mindset, you know, this tough love, so that way we don't fail. Because if I go down,
we're all going down.
If I fail, there is no one that I can point to in my family with confidence to say, like, oh, I mean, here's the thing. If I fail, my family, I'll have a place, you know, I can go live in someone's couch. You know, I'll be able to be taken care of. I'll eat. You know, I'll be with my family. I'll be with my loved ones. We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
They got your back.
They got my back. That's one thing I can say about my family, because my sister was there when I was crying on that step. You know, my sister was there, you know, when I didn't have nowhere to go. My brother was there when I didn't have anywhere, you know, so I would never forget that. But all I'm saying is I'm extremely confident, and I am the person that's going to change my family's life. I'm going to change the Boucher family's name. I'm going to become a legend. I'm the one. I'm the fucking one. I'm the guy. I know I'm the fucking guy. With confidence. You know, there's been no other guy in my family that's going to do what I'm going to fucking do. And I say that shit with fucking confidence. I'm proud of it. I'm gonna run this shit up. If you don't know me, I promise you're gonna know me. My family, they're gonna be good. We're gonna buy property, right? And then the property that I'm buying, one day I have a son. He's gonna continue. The empire is up and it's stuck from here. I figured out the blueprint. Just let me continue to build. I'm gonna build, and what I create is gonna be a massive empire that my family gets to benefit off of.
This is already your plan at the young age of 31, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, you know, with our generation, often we think more often about what we're leaving behind. I don't feel like our parents' generation did that as much, but we all do that, I feel like. So with you, what do you have planned to leave behind when it's your time to go? I'm sure you're going to keep adding to the plans as you grow.
I mean, a massive real estate empire, because I'm going to buy commercial buildings. I'm going to keep buying property. So a massive real estate empire. This real estate business that I created, definitely want to keep this going. You know, so because I built a business, Team MVP. It's a brand. You know, so I got my sister in it. I got my mother in it. You know, one day I have a son. Going. So this real estate business is going to keep that going. Whatever other business I then branch out to. You know, I think I want to get into like restaurants or lounges. You know, at some point, maybe create like a chain of something. You know, the trucking business that me and my cousin are. He's really my cousin, but I call him my brother. So that empire, you know, go from one truck to freaking 30. You know, so just multiple businesses. You know, so whatever I create, just have different empires underneath the Naeem Boucher or whatever you want to call it, and just continue to build and grow on that foundation. You know, if one day they want to, I don't know, but the goal is to keep growing. I keep talking about Dubai because I'm really massively inspired. I went there, and if you go to Dubai,
it's called a kaftan, by the way. I just looked it up.
What's it called?
Kaftan.
Kaftan.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Dubai, the one thing that I noticed, there's buildings, right? So imagine seeing New York City. Buildings, beautiful buildings. But on the buildings, there's just one name, MR. On another building, MR, 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 in shining lights. And there's another name, Damak. And these are freaking skyscrapers, you know? And I'm saying to myself, how big do you gotta be to, you know what I mean? Like that's what I want. You know, I want to create like something massive like that. You know, like when you think of Trump, you know, Trump has his names on buildings. Yeah. You know, like when you think of, Dubai, that was on a whole nother level, you know, but be a brand, you know, be a brand. Because if you become a brand, you know, then you're big. You're big.
You basically, you know, extract stress from your lineage. So all the, you know, your grandkids, nobody will ever have to stress again.
No. Well, I'll tell you this, if I have a son, he gonna stress. It's my money, not his, you know. So I'm definitely
got to take over the kingdom.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I'm definitely going to create an environment, for my son to have adversity. I'm not going to make it easy on him. You know, I'm not going to make it easy on him. You know, you're going to be an athlete. I do believe that sports develop character, and morals and hard work and, you know, all the things you need to make it in life.
Soccer, basketball.
Soccer. And, you know, it's going to work, you know, he's going to learn the value of money. So it's my job as the man to make sure to create the perfect young man to carry what was built. You know, if I just put it on his lap and, you know, he's going to benefit, you know, with all the money, doing what he wants, traveling what he wants, he's going to be a freaking spoiled brat. Like, no, you're going to have to, no, you're going to go through some adversity. You're going to, you know, I'm not going to make you feel like anything is special. You know, and that's for my son. You know, so for anyone that's around me, like the people that are on my team, my mom, my sister, I'm same thing. I'm not giving you anything. You have to work for this. Like with my brother, I could have bought a truck a long time ago. Like, no, I want to see him work for him. Like my sister, if I really wanted to, I could give with my sister. What I spent in Dubai, I could have just gave that to my sister. Hey, Bianca, 30,000 here, take that. But no, I'm not. No, you gotta work, put in some work with me. No, like we're gonna do this. Like we gotta, you know. But sometimes I do think I'm bringing up my sister a lot because I do love her, and she went through a lot already. And she is a woman, you know. So I'm having a hindsight 2020 right now. You know, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make it easier on her, you know, and for the guy. I don't know. It's tough for me because it's a business. You know, I really don't want to, you know, so I got to work that out. That's something I got to think of.
Is she your role model?
With your girl?
I don't mean to cut you off. Is she like your role model?
No, she's my older sister. You know, I love her. You know, I love her, you know, and you know, she's a single mom raising now 3 kids. You know, so it's hard on her. You know, it's hard on her, and I understand that. You know, but I'm also running a business. You know, so it's like, how do I make the right decisions while trying to help her? You know, so it's like it goes back to I'd rather you just stay the hell out of it and let me run it up. Let me continue to grow. So that when I come home, I'm like, all right, like what you need, I got you. You know, like, you know, and she knows that I got her. You know, like there was a certain point in time where I was helping her out. You know, and you know, so it's tough finding that balance. Again, I struggle with the balance. You know, that's my personal flaw. Because I'm either here or I'm there. I don't have a middle.
Do you have a will? Are you going to create one?
Yeah, I'm going to create one. But that's another thing. Like, you know, like I have life insurance. I have a life insurance.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to talk.
Yeah.
That's smart.
my sister's my benefit, you know, my whatever I get,
Your benefit, right?
it goes there. You know, so that's
When'd you get your life insurance? Because I know a lot of people probably don't know what life insurance is, but when'd you get it?
I got it maybe like a year ago from my financial advisor. You know, he he set me up on that. And you know, my sister's you know, whatever I get goes to. I mean, because I don't have a wife or a kid right now. You know, could you change that in the future or no? Yeah.
Okay. Would you change? Obviously, you would change it.
Yeah. But I mean, what will most likely end up happening? Because I know I'm gonna be in a position where I'm gonna be able to like maybe help her. You know, all right, Bianca, you want to buy a house? Let's buy a house together. You know, like how with my brother, let's buy a truck together. Like I know I am a resource to help. You know, so it's a matter of like getting to that point. You know, because I can't give you everything and then bust. You know, and then I got to continue growing.
I was wondering, in Patterson, I know the area is changing. I see a lot of different people doing new businesses in that area because they know that the demographics is going to change and there's going to be a lot of money coming in through there. Do you have any plans for that area to do anything in that area?
I definitely want to learn. I got to learn the development side of things. I want to continue. I bought like 2 families, 3 families and 4 units. So I want to keep doing that. And then maybe get to a point where I then take the equity, sell, and then maybe get like bigger, or maybe I would get into development. I'm going to do it all, you know, just going to do it all. That's definitely in the plans. I'm working with developers now, like where they're building from scratch, and I'm selling their property, so I got to just, you know, learn it. But I definitely plan to.
What do you think about commercial property?
I think it's freaking great. That's the goal, you know.
You haven't bought one yet, right?
Not yet. Like commercial as in what, like industrial, like
industrial. Yeah, industrial.
I want to focus on residential.
Okay.
So my commercial would be, you know, 30 unit building, 50 unit.
Because I heard commercial is different compared to just regular homes.
It's different.
It's like a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I definitely want to like have like.
Have you mastered that yet? Like, are you learning about commercials
I'm
right
learning
now?
about it. I'm learning about it.
Have you built any property from the ground up?
No, I haven't built any property from the ground up.
Would you think that's smart or no?
I think so. I mean, it's the way you can like force appreciation. I think someone told me like you could buy the land for $100,000, you build it for $300,000, right? And then now the house is worth $700,000. You just made $300,000 out of thin air, you know, as opposed to buying a property for $200,000 and waiting for the appreciation over time. That's how you know. But you need capital for that. You know, you need capital for that. But you know, if you can learn it, you can get the niche. And if you know people that are making a lot of money, you can have private equity investors. Hey, listen, like I got this land, $100,000. I need to borrow, let's say $100,000. Okay, so I got $100,000 from you, $100,000 from you, $100,000 from you. I'm going to give you a 20% return on your investment, right? So I know I'm going to make the $300,000 in equity, so I'll gladly give you a 20% on your $100,000, right? Because that's only what, $60,000. I made $300,000, so I'm still up $240,000. So that's how people leverage money. I just taught you guys how to literally make $240,000 like that by borrowing other people's money, leveraging money. So that's you know, there's a whole scale of how you can do things. And then they rather do that because the money is just sitting in the bank, making them no money, right? Where else are you going to get a 20% return in like 6 months or a year? Anyone do that though.
I also tell people, you can also be the middleman if you're trying to get into real estate. Like try to find a property, but find someone who has the money and get a percentage if it closes. Be like, yo, give me a whatever, 20%, 10%. You can always start like that, be the middleman. If you don't have your real estate license and all that. But, no, yeah. Any questions you have for us or any in general? Or you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, what's your guys' plans? What do you want in life? Like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's the goal for you guys?
I think with Carbs, it was the photography.
Yeah, so I have my own photography business. I actually started with my boy here, Brian.
Okay.
Era, a few years ago. He's the one that kind of pushed me. Kind of saw something that I didn't see at the moment because I was just doing it just to help him out since he was in the music. And little by little, I've been building that. Obviously, I want my own studios. Started with an idea. Now it's a logo. Now it's merch, this, that, the other. So little by little, I'm just building that up because that's something that, you know, thanks to him, I was able to appreciate. And then I found out kind of like my thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm doing vending machine right now, so I'm trying to take over that space, real estate, the whole thing. I got a couple right now. very underrated business. Like I told a lot of people, it's very it's in high demand and people don't know it. If you find the right location, you can make close to $3,000 profit easily a month with just vending machines, a snack and a drink.
Awesome.
And I'm trying to real estate that. But one of my goals this year, I'm trying to buy my first multi-fam home house. I'm trying to get into that.
Who's gonna be a realtor?
I'm not sure. No, I'm looking into it. Either I'll be the middleman or actually we could talk, whatever. But no, I was trying last year, but last year obviously was too much going on. But yeah, I'm trying to buy my first multi because I want to live in there, but then rent it out as well.
Good. House hack.
What happened?
House hack. That's what's called.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you see, yeah, I want to do that. And my mom always told me, yo, why are you gonna buy rent a condo? For what? You're gonna lose money. Just buy a multi-family home, live there for a year, rent it out, and then move out and let that house
pay for
the next one.
There you go. And I remember I told her, I said, yo, just buy a in my mind, I was like, why you buying renting condos for? Just get a multi-family home and live there for a year and let that pay for your condo or redoing it. Keep doing it like a cycle. But no, yeah, I'm trying to get into my first multi-family home, pushing the podcast. I think this podcast has a lot of great things going. Like you said, I feel like we bring like the laid back, easy to talk. It's like you said, you didn't talk about like that females thing, so that's great to hear.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Yeah, so yeah, we're trying to. I think we could build this up, build the music up. But yeah, that's my goals for this year. Just build the vending machines routes and then get my first multi-fam home. Awesome. And build the streams of income. I'm trying to get at least up to 5 streams of income this year.
That's awesome, brother.
Yeah.
My passion is in marketing. I attach myself to different brands like this one, and I try and help reposition, through logo redesign, name, changing. Right. For example, I shifted this podcast to Lucky View Podcast. My uncle runs a store. I'm positioning that and trying to turn that into a chain. And I'm doing that with a few other brands. So I'm just collecting. Hopefully, I'll have a website up and running with my portfolio of different brands.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, so you guys are all, have a mission. You guys are on trying to be your best versions, as you guys should be. So I respect that. I think every man, should be doing that. So I definitely hope you guys keep climbing your ladder, because everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own race, and like I know I'm throwing out numbers and stuff like that, and but like I said, if Bill Gates was standing across me and he said, Naeem, you're broke, but Bill Gates, fuck you, I don't care, because we have our own race, we all have our own race, and one thing I wanted to add, wealth, the real definition of wealth, right, is this, like, what do you want? Right? Like, what kind of life do you want to live? And then kind of having an understanding of how much it's going to cost to live that life. So if you want to live somewhere where your mortgage is going to be $3,000, if you want to have $1,000 car payment, that's $4,000. If you want to go on, let's say 4 vacations a year, right? Quarterly, what do that cost you? Let's say you got to save $2,500 a month, right? Every quarter. No, let's say $3,000. I want to have the number. So that's another $1,000. So where are we at? I'm going to get the numbers right for you. All right, so $3,000 to live, $1,000 car payment, $1,000 to save for travel, to eat. Let's say, I don't know, what you spend, let's say $2,000 to eat. $2,000, that's $7,000. And then miscellaneous, you want to shop, whatever. Let's say $3,000. So let's just call it $10,000. $10,000 a month, right? So as I mentioned, if you just build your passive income to $10,000 a month, which I just told you guys, like, you just buy 10 houses that are making $1,000 a month, and you're wealthy.
You're essentially living for free.
You're living for free. You're wealthy because your passive stream is paying for the life that you want to live. So you get to decide, and it can be less than that. You can live a modest life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got to have a $3,000 whatever. Maybe you want to live with your family. You guys put the payments up, and it's at $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month, you're wealthy. Who can tell you anything? So wealth isn't ginormous right? Because I want to go on vacation every month or whatever. That's what I want to do. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to have, I'm just saying, you just be free and build passive income to live a life that you want to live.
Mm-hmm.
That's what matters.
Like you say, like a rent could be like $1,000 a month. That profit for you, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I said vending machines is underrated. like I'm not saying vending machine is better than real estate because obviously look at where he's at. But what I'm saying is why vending machine is like real estate, but might be a little bit more profitable was a location profit wise. You can make one location with 2 machines. You can make between $600 to $3,000 a month profit. That's one location. Multiply it by 5. If you make $1,000 a month, that's 5,000 with just vending machines, and you're spending less than 2,000 per machine with no commission. You never ask for commission when you find a location. But if they ask, you always try. If the owner asks for commission, you want to say the max you want to give them is 10. You don't want to give them 15 unless you give them 15 if it makes more than $1,500 a month. You're cool with 15%. That's cool.
Are you doing that by yourself?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Would you willing to take on any partners?
Yeah, I was actually because my uncle's gonna do it because obviously my uncle's trying to get in real estate too. But not yet. We could talk.
I'm always looking for a way to make money.
I'm telling you, and it's easy, bro. I always suggest what I learned. My first mistake was buying a brand new machine. That's the worst thing to do. But now I'm able to tell people, yo, don't do that. Buy used. Like I just bought 2 used machines yesterday for $1,800, and they're great brands. Now I paid $900 a piece. My first machine I bought, I paid close to $6,000.
Let me ask you guys this, and this chimes in with the conversation, the question I just asked you, right? What I was just willing to do, right? I hope this is a gem. Don't let it go over your head. I asked them, are you willing to partner, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because what's better, 100% of zero, or 50% of something? I say that to my agents, right? Like by yourself, you don't know what you don't know. So you're going to figure out, you're going to do a year doing no business. That's 100% of zero. But if you join me, 50%, what's 50% of 200,000? Right. 6 figures. Do you want to join me? Or do you want to 100%, right? So
do the math.
So that's what any business.
Nah, yeah, of course. Like, yeah, we could talk, but like I said, like I just bought my first gumball machine. People might be like, yo, why are you buying? Like people say, just think of gumball, right? I paid $60.
Yeah.
I paid $60 for a gumball. It says gumballs, M&Ms, Skittles. $60, right? I bought Skittles, M&Ms, and gumballs. I paid, let's say I paid 50, let's pay $40 just to make it even, $100. There's certain locations, restaurants, like each gumball machine can make you $100. If you have 3 locations, that's $300 extra bucks that you're not doing nothing. Well, a gumball machine, that's 25 cents. So my thing is, I'm not trying to do shit. I'm gonna, if you put, it's all about location when it comes to gumballs, vending machines. It's not the machines, it's not the money, it's the location. They always say the minimum location should have 75 employees. That's it. If it's below that, that's a waste of time. You know what I mean? So, but not yet.
You got to think ownership.
Yeah.
You got to think ownership. And
20% is better than 100%. If you're going to be making money. If it's not making money, then
glorify independence, and they don't do enough work to make up for it.
Hey, if Bill Gates, if Elon Musk came to you and said, hey, you want 5% of 1% of what does he own? Tesla. Would you say no? You own 1% of Tesla.
Jay-Z owned 1% of the Brooklyn Nets.
Right?
Like, Elon and it still made a lot of money.
If that 1% is $1 million, you up $1 million.
Yeah, doing nothing, just sitting courtside, saying what's up.
Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, the richest guys on earth right now, right? They own less than 15% of their company.
My point exactly. You see, people aren't talking about this. People don't know, right? They don't know. So people are thinking like, oh, I'm going to do it by myself. Yeah, all right, then go be broke for yourself and starve and figure out, right? But when you can partner up with someone that know and you can figure it out, and you guys could get, do it together and scale and grow faster. Change your life.
I think you could do it yourself if you like the work. The people like to scream.
The amount of work,
but people like to scream.
You got to also factor in that you're not going to be young forever.
No, of course. But like, we could talk about Russ. He loves the work. But then
he did have a team.
He did have a team. No, when he started blowing up, and then you get the right deal. But some people like to talk to independent, but don't like to do the work. So people who don't like to do the work, you're better off just doing partner up with someone, because then let them do when it comes to music, get a label deal if you don't want to do the work. But this was a great great session. You have anything more to say?
Something silly.
Oh my God, here we go.
So, St. Benedict's High School, right? You said Tristan Thompson was your roommate. You Y'all know who Tristan Thompson is, right?
Of course, he's not good, man.
So how was he back then? He was the
Cool
same
dude. Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah. He had all the shorties back then.
Yeah.
He's a basketball player. He's probably,
So he's experienced. This isn't new for him.
Yeah. Nah, he's cool dude. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
That's my guy,
Man said he wants a reunion with the Lakers, LeBron and Kyrie. Get the hell out of here.
He doing well, man. That's my guy, man. I remember, he's such a good guy. After I got cut, I'll never forget this moment. After I got cut, from the soccer team, I was crying, right? I went back to my room and I'm like, about to like give up and leave or whatever. And I remember he was like, yo, he had this demeanor like, yo, like just fucking work. Just fucking work. Like prove everyone wrong, just fucking work. Like I don't remember the exact word for words, but it was like, yo, just fucking work. That's it. Don't cry about nothing, just fucking work.
Similar to the mentality you have now.
Mm-hmm. Like just work. Like your life's hard, things aren't going your way, just work. Put your head down and work. Put the work in. And I remember he would go to the gym in the morning, and then he would have the practice workout. Then after his practice workout, then he would have another workout. Then so he put the work in for his craft. And that's what anyone that is successful, they put the work in. Success leaves clues. You gotta work.
I agree. Anything else you want to say? Do you want to give your
Instagram?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram at Naeem Boucher. So NaeemBoucher. I'm also on YouTube. Same Naeem Boucher. So I'm pretty active on social media.
You can grow your checks right there. That's another good way. YouTube. I heard you like the sponsors and ads. If you grow it.
Yeah, you're right. I got to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's on my to-do list. YouTube.
And if they want mentorship from you, they can sign up for that as well, right?
Absolutely. So if you guys are realtors, I offer the MB Academy. So feel free to DM me to ask about that. Costs $2,500 right now. The cost will go up. If you sell one house, you can potentially make, if you're on my team, you can potentially make $7,000 to $10,000. So it's different. If you're on my team, then you don't even got to worry about the academy. But I'm very selective with who on my team. But if you're an agent that is out there and you want to, figure it out, do it on your own, try to create what I built, $2,500. If I help you make six figures, what's the ROI on that? To know everything that I know.
If you want 50%, use our promo code, Lucky View Podcast. Last words? It's hot as hell in here. But Lucky View Podcast episode 167.
Yeah, 167.
This will be live audio on Tuesday. Video should be up by Thursday, I think, on YouTube. Then shorts, clips, Lucky View Podcast on TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok.
Same name?
Same name.
Okay. Carbs, Arab, Mahmoud, or Mahdi, Papijohnson, Sky, and we're out. Thank y'all for tuning in.